So with the release of Minecraft 1.9 finally being out to the public and no longer having to play on snapshots, we can finally start playing Minecraft Survival and defeating the Warden. After 2 long-awaited updates of the promise of the Warden and the Deep Dark, he is finally here. And so with that, the question arises, how are we going to find ancient cities? How are we going to find Deep Dark biomes? And how can we do that quick enough? Because if you think about it, other structures in Minecraft are relatively easy to find. Villages, you can just find them by walking around. Strongholds can be found by throwing an Eye of Ender. The Nether can be accessed by using obsidian and flint and steel. And the mine shafts can be found in caves if you just look hard enough. So there's no direct way of finding an ancient city. And so today I'm going to show you guys 3 different methods of how you can find ancient cities without cheating. But first, I have found 2 things that are very helpful when trying to find an ancient city. The first one is realizing how far away ancient cities are from the spawn point in the world. And the second one is how far away do you have to walk before you find another ancient city. So right now, this world, we're at the spawn point. After doing locate structure, the ancient city is about 1,000 blocks away on the x-axis and about 2,000 blocks away on the z-axis. We're going to go ahead and generate a completely new world, see how far away the ancient city is from the spawn on this one. And the nearest ancient city away from spawn on this world, on the x-axis, it's -672, and on the z-axis, it's 2496. So roughly 2,000 on the z, again, and 1,000 on the x. We're going to go ahead and do it one more time on a different world, create one more on creative. The nearest ancient city on the x-axis is 2,000 blocks away, and on the z-axis, it's about 1,000. The other 2 were x-axis being 1,000, the z-axis being 2,000, but this one is a little bit different. So usually from spawn, you're going to have to walk about 2,000 blocks. And it seems that ancient cities spawn in every 10,000 blocks. So currently I'm about 10,000 blocks away at 8,000 on the x-axis and -10,000 on the z-axis. There's another ancient city farther away from the spawn point. So if for whatever reason you want to find more than one Deep Dark biome, you're going to have to go about 10,000 blocks away. So we can use those tips to try to figure out where they are from the spawn point of the world. So if you go about 2,000 blocks in the z-axis, 1,000 blocks in the x-axis, you can dig down -40, -55, wherever you are, and hopefully find one. So for the first method, this one's probably the easiest, but also the most tedious. I know, those rhymed. If you strip mine down to y equals -55, y equals -53, wherever it is you try to find diamonds at, an ancient city usually covers from y equals -40 down to bedrock. So if you're strip mining around y equals -55 or y equals -40, if you just strip mine far enough, you should be able to come across one, if one is in that area. And that wraps up the first method. And then for the second method of finding the Deep Dark biome or an ancient city, is instead of doing all that tedious strip mining, just go to your nearest mountain biome. And funny enough, ancient cities are more likely to spawn underneath mountains. I don't know if it's because there's a greater y-axis underground from the overworld, so therefore there can be an ancient city and then some more caves above it. But I found that around mountain biomes, there's a greater chance of an ancient city spawning. To see, if we're in spectator mode right here, when we go down below this mountain, there's an ancient city underneath it. So that's the second method of how you can easily find an ancient city. And now moving on to the third method of how you can find an ancient city is by just finding a Deep Dark biome. So say for example, we're in this cave right here and we're just mining, we're just walking, we're just chilling, and then we see this skulk. When you see this skulk, you can obviously just be able to say, okay, down there's a warden. I do not want to go down there. Or if you're lucky enough, you'll have a direct shot down to the bottom of the ancient city. So with these 3 things in mind, whether it's a strip mining, whether it's a mountain biome, or whether it's just going through caves naturally, they're pretty easy to find, except sometimes they're not. But as long as you remember that between y equals -16 and y equals -51 and about 1,000, 2,000 blocks away from spawn, you should be able to always find an ancient city. And as far as actually surviving the warden inside of that ancient city, I have a video right here to help you with that. Anyways, so guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, leave in the comments down below. And if you're interested in joining the community, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much once again. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.